Hello, hello, everybody. This is You Know Who It Is. This is Ann coming to you in the BMWOC group. Hope everybody's having a really good day today. I am on here with my Wise Wednesday here at Clout Workspaces in my office, which I'm really loving my space over here at Clout. If you're not familiar with Clout Workspaces, they are a shared workspace here in Capitol Heights, and I have been using them for about almost 8 months now. So I really, really like the space, and I really like having my own office. It's really nice. So I got on here because I have my Wise Wednesday, and I'm going to see if I can invite some people or see if some people can join in, things like that. See what's on Wise Wednesday. Let's see who's going to invite on here. Uh, let's see. I'm going to invite some people. Wise Wednesday. I want to talk about, let's see who else is around. Got Leroy. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, so I got on here because I wanted to talk about the importance of mentorship. So many of you guys have seen my event here in the group on doing free mentorship for anyone who is thinking about starting a business, or if you even have questions about your career per se. I'm offering mentorship for that too. I've been doing mentoring for, I don't know, many, many years. Mentor college students, small business professionals, speaker, authors, you name it, based on, my experience, based on experience of others. And I wanted to kind of get on here and talk about the importance of mentorship, because I think it's one of those techniques that you really, really should take advantage of when there's an opportunity to do so. I mean, it's not costing you anything but your time and just having an open mind. And so today, for Wise Wednesday, I wanted to kind of touch on 3 tips for the importance of mentorship. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Hey, Natalie, how you doing, sweetheart? It's been a while since I've seen you to the BMWOC group, so hope you're doing okay. And anybody else that would jump on here too, show me some likes, some shares, do all this kind of stuff you guys do just to show some value in this webinar. And this is just a pop-up one, so if you miss anything in here, please make sure you check out the playback. Okay, or the replay. That's the jargon for Facebook, the replay. Okay, so I'm going to get started on that. The first one is the meaning of mentorship. Okay, so we're going to talk about what is mentorship, the meaning of it, and why people even want to deal with it. So the meaning of mentorship, in essence, according to the dictionary, really, is getting with someone who is an experienced and trusted advisor. Okay, so when you are trying to do something with your business, or you're trying to do something in your career, a lot of times you're sort of indecisive, you try to make decisions, and you basically want to get the best advice or to find out the best knowledge of what it is that you're trying to do so that you can make an informed decision. And so when you seek out a mentor, you're looking for someone who you can trust, that has your best interest at heart, that is not biased to what you're doing, that has no idea what your goal is, but can help you see objectively, right? So when you get a mentor, and this is why I love to do it, because some people think that mentors are like nosy people. We're not nosy at all, right? We're literally just trying to help you make a decision. And that's really the hard part. I know that when I was in school or going to college, I did not have any mentors other than the ladies who mentored me as an individual. But when it came to my job, or it came to my business, or came to anything that I was dealing with, I really did not have a mentor. And I had to go out there and find someone who had the expertise and the knowledge that I was looking for, right? So, and I had to be able to trust the person who was giving me this information, because there's no worse thing that can happen if you're talking to someone and they don't really have your best interest at heart. So as the mentee, one of the things you definitely want to do is to seek someone whom you can trust. that has experience in the area in which you are trying to go. So if you are trying to write a book, you need to seek out a mentor who has written many books or know how to edit a book or know how to sell books. You definitely would like to get in touch with that person. If you are a speaker, you want to get with someone who speaks in that area. And as a speaker, you have so many topics, so you definitely want to kind of narrow down. And the same thing for books. You want to narrow down the area in which you are doing. So if you're doing nonfiction, you want to find someone who is experienced in nonfiction books. If you are a speaker and you're doing empowerment or you're doing some type of consultation, you need to find the speaker that is in the area in which you are trying to go. Okay, so when you do that, you want to make sure that they are trusted. And the way you do that is you vet them. You ask other people who may have been mentored by them. You go online and see what type of reviews they get from their social media accounts or from some other website that may have done a review on them. You want to feel totally comfortable because here's the thing. When you're talking to a mentor and you are expressing your views, your values, what you're trying to do and everything, that you're pretty much disclosing your personal thoughts and feelings. You're disclosing things that is very passionate to you and very important to you, obviously. Okay, so when you're going to be talking to someone, you need to make sure that you feel comfortable enough that they are going to keep the information with them, that they are also confidential and respectful of your information. And that is definitely something that every mentor needs to understand, is that when you're talking to mentees, you can't go around just spreading that information out to whoever. You know, you definitely have to make the person feel that you're mentoring, that they can trust you, that you feel confident that they can do it. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? And so the importance of having someone who is a trusted advisor makes you feel much more confident, and the person can actually see what you're trying to do in a more objective way. If you're going to someone and you're not quite knowing if they have the knowledge that you're looking for or maybe the trust that you're looking for, you're not going to give them the information and you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. Okay, because I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You guys will walk up to folks, or maybe, you know, you'll say, hey, can I ask you a question? But you're not really knowing whether you can trust this person with your information. And then what happens is you're sort of giving them bits and pieces of what you're trying to do, and then they're giving you advice, but that's not the whole entire advice because you're not being as forthcoming. So tip number one is making sure that you vet and really, really understand and feel confident that you have a trusted advisor that you're speaking to. That's the first thing. Okay, so we're going to move on to number two. And if you have any questions in the comment box, please put them down below. Okay, you want to learn from someone who done it and will also show you how to do it. Okay, so I touched on a little bit of that when I'm talking about finding someone who is an expert in your field. Okay, now not only do you want to find that person to do that, but you also want to make sure that, and I'm going to turn this off because it looks like my phone is like beeping or something. You want to make sure that they are willing to show you everything you need to know on how to do it. There are a lot of people who are trying to find mentors, and then they find a mentor, and then the mentor just gives advice, but not really the how-to, right? And this is, again, where you get stuck as a mentee, because not only are you seeking the advice, you're still not getting all of the information. So one of the things that I like to do is that I like to do the how-to, okay? I'm teaching people how to do something so that they can make a decision. When you don't give them the how-to, you're pretty much doing them a disservice as a mentor, okay? Because the whole point of mentoring someone is to not only help them with their decision, but also show them what they need to do so that they can move forward in life. When you do that, the person will definitely recommend you to people as an expert. And see, there's benefits of showing the how to, right? Because now people can see the benefits and the value of why someone will want to come to you and ask those questions, or even take a step further, why they will pay you for your services, because now you are subject matter expert because you showed them and they did it and they proved that what you said worked, okay? So when you are mentoring someone or you are being a mentee, find someone who's, first again, trusted. Make sure they're a trusted advisor that you feel confident, and also is not afraid to show you how that you're going to be able to do something, because without the how, you still may not be able to make an informed decision. You still might be kind of like, oh, I might not know what I'm doing because I'm still stuck, okay? Now, the third tip is, to be a mentee, you also have to have an open mind. And for a mentor, you definitely have to have an open mind, because what you may know and experience may not be relevant to what they're doing. So they may be trying to get with you because something that you're doing is relevant to what you're doing. But then when you get into the weeds of it, you both have to have an open mind so that you can kind of understand where the person is coming from, and the mentee feels like that they can talk to you about anything. And then because you both have an open mind, you can bounce ideas off each other to help each other understand what's going on. And that makes the best advice, right? If you're trying to get good advice, you can't be like, you can't not have an open mind to the advice. And that's the other thing too. If you are seeking good advice from someone, you definitely have to have an open mind. You can't go in there with a closed mind saying, oh, I got the answer to my question, but I'm not going to take all this in because I know what I need to know. If you knew everything you needed to know, you wouldn't seek out a mentor. Okay. And the same thing for mentors is that, your advice might be great, but if you're not having an open mind to hear what the client is saying, you're going to miss the big picture, and you're going to keep giving advice that's not relevant to the person. Okay. So those are my 3 tips, and I'll just run down them real quick again. The meaning of mentorship is making sure that you find someone who is experienced and is a trusted advisor. Okay, you definitely want to learn from someone who's done it and will also show you how to do it so that you can prove that the advice that they gave you works. And the benefit of saying how to those who mentor is to become a subject matter expert in your field that people can keep talking. This is how you get word of mouth to everybody, okay? And then the last thing is that both parties need to be open-minded, because when you're open, you're able to take in the information from both sides, and you'll be able to give a more constructive criticism or feedback. And then as the mentee, you're actually seeing a different perspective of what you thought. Okay. So I hope you guys like the 3 tips for the importance of mentorship. I love to mentor, and I'm here on Wednesday. So as you saw, again, every Wednesday, I'm going to be doing some one-on-one mentoring sessions based on small business or your career. So if you are interested in having a 1 hour with me, please get with me to schedule a time between 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock. We can do it virtually. We can do it through Skype. We can do it through phone. We can do it here at Cloud Workspaces for any kind of goal that you are working on, because that is the whole idea, is to help you move forward. So if you like these tips and you want to see more like this, please let me know what you want to see in the group. Thank you so much for joining, and I really appreciate it.